What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Mash and Drum Whiskey Room. I am Jason C. And tonight, like I like to do this every single year, just to kind of round out the year, I like to kind of take some affordable, available bourbons and find out if my palate's changed at all during the year. What I like, what I feel like is my favorite go-to $30 bourbon and under of the year. Now, in the picture, you saw a whole slew of bottles. There are a bunch in there. Most of those will be in the blind tonight, but there are a couple that I went when I did my research and based on the prices, needed to update a little bit. So a couple will be eliminated. One other one I think was replaced, and then I had my girlfriend come in and pour the ones that made the cut. So we'll get into the list a little bit. We'll go over the prices because I really wanted to make this truly a $30 and under type of blind tasting. So should be a fun night. There's going to be 12 different whiskeys. We're going to take small sips, pick out the ones we like, and see what happens. So it should be a lot of fun. I want to say hi to a bunch of you in the chat here. Chris Buzalencia, Jeff Umshield is here. William Wiley. Let's see. Rebecca Page is here. Christopher David. What's going on, man? Christopher David, I gotta get back to you on those Brook Lotties. We'll talk about that. The Black Arts. Tim Gorgeous is here. Justin Jenkins. Karen B. Ford. What's going on? Sunday Evening Scotch. What's going on, Mike? Just saw Mike recently, and I'll talk about that a little bit. Kenny Killingsworth. Darrell Stewart, the man, the myth, the legend, is here. Kelsey Dime is here. Just saw him over the weekend. What's going on, man? Well, not over the weekend. That was actually, yesterday? That was yesterday. Time flies. Top Dog is here. Tim Cornet, Jared W, Adam Dorman. Adam Dorman, guys, go check him out on Instagram. Does an amazing job with doing some really cool blind tastings. Whiskey Mountains is here. Audriana. I know she likes when I say it like that. Audriana. Jared W is drinking 1792. Kenneth Rathburn is here. Everyone give him a big happy birthday. It's his birthday. I think today. I think I saw it was your birthday. Happy birthday. Let's see. Dunning is here. Cheers from Michigan. What's going on, Dunning? C. Pinnick. Aloha from Hawaii. Aloha. Sergey AG is here. We got to talk a little bit about something that Sergey AG did for me. Holy shit. It's amazing. Mike Meyer, Sandeep Chima, Stephen Holtzclaw, Tamper Proof, Bill Sproof. He just subscribed today. What's going on, man? Justin Kim and a bunch of other people coming in. Scott Pigsley kicks it off with the first super chat. Can't wait for the Weller Special Reserve to be on this list. Actually, it's not on the list. Did not put that one in there. I wanted to keep it as available as I could. And Weller, even though it's affordable and available, in Ohio, a couple of other places, it's really not that available everywhere else. So we'll go over the list, like I said, though. But Buffalo Trace is in the mix tonight, so that's good. Dusty Dan in the house. What's going on, Dusty? Let's see. Williams is here. He says Wild Turkey 101 all day. Obviously, that's one of the favorites. Biking Bourbon is here. What's going on, Biking Bourbon? What's going on, man? Brian Toner, Ruckus Outfitters in the house. Kenneth Rathburn's birthday was yesterday. All right, there you go. Happy birthday, man. Keith Schmidt, what's in the glass in front of you? So what's in front of me right now is our new barrel pick here that just released from the Mash and Journey Whiskey Club. This is the Driftless Glen. This is our Driftless Glen right here. It just dropped. These are all sold out already. This is the Black Forest Bugaboo right here. When we were talking about this pick, we couldn't stop talking about donuts. So so we ended up giving it a donut type name. The other one that we picked was the Mint Caramel Dream, which is the rye of our series. This one is almost sold out. I think there's only 9 bottles left of that one. People tend to gear towards the bourbon than the rye for whatever reason. But I'm telling you guys, if any of you guys got that Bugaboo, it's friggin' good. It's friggin' good. And that rye, I've already heard people say they like it better than the bourbon. So what I'll do for you guys is, if you guys aren't part of the Mash and Journey Whiskey Club, have no fear. I'm going to drop the link to the Keg and Bottle site right there in the chat. Like I said, there's only about 10 or 11 bottles left. Whoever's in the chat and wants to grab one for the holiday, it's an amazing, amazing rye whiskey. If you haven't tried anything from Driftless Glen, I highly recommend it. Come on, guys. Let's sell them out tonight. Let's be done with it. There you go. Hey, what's up? Richie Z's in the house. Average Drinker's getting his delivered tomorrow. Very, very cool. Cheech Artolino's here. What's up, Cheech? Thank you so much. You want to join Patreon and get access to the barrel picks? Hey, Scott from My Bourbon Journey is here. What's up, you big bugaboo? What's going on, bugaboo? Let's see here. What else? OGD 114 is definitely. We're going to talk about that, Charles. So OGD 114 is not under $30 anymore, at least where I am. Prices have been creeping up. So OGD was out, OGD 114, but OGD Bonded is in the mix tonight. But we'll definitely go through all that. What's up, Hendo? How you doing? Oh, Average Drinker, I'm a girl, Dara. Sorry, Average Drinker. I can't tell from your icon. What's up, girl? Average Drinker is here. Hello, Dara. I am sorry. Glad you're getting the picks tomorrow. Passed on Rip Van Winkle 10 today. That's actually awesome because it's not that great. It's okay. There's better stuff available on the shelf than old Rip 10. So no worries about that one. Hello from Youngstown, Ohio. Love your videos and bourbon reviews. Keep it up. What's going on, Andy? Thanks, man. Appreciate it. All right. Hey, Julie Like. Did everyone not catch the likes? Julie Like is back on Lifetime Whiskey. You got to check him out. Julie, welcome back. Definitely missed you. Glad to see you in front of the camera again. Annoying Dan. So definitely missed you. Glad you're back. All right. Whiskey War says the Master Drum getting the same way in Kentucky, pushing 31-32 these days for the OGD 114. Absolutely. Oh, I missed a super chat. Let me go back. I don't know if it goes back that far, but if I missed the super chat, I apologize. Oh, wait, is it Jason Fitch? If Cooper's 100 doesn't make the list, I quit. Oh, Cooper's is in the mix. It's in the mix. Yeah, there it was. That was the one I missed. All right, thanks, Scott. I appreciate that, man. I guess $5 gets the nods. Cooper's 100 for the 5 for the win. Okay, Jay. Yeah, I got you, man. Let's see here. Jason's just making me want Dunkin', and they all closed in Utah during pandemic. During the pandemic, Dunkin' Donuts is the shit. So, all right. So, what we're gonna do a couple quick things before we get into the blind tasting, guys. That I want to go over. Number one, we got 300 people hanging out in the chat. Thank you guys so much. Please hit the like button. Really appreciate it. So, the last couple days was pretty amazing for the Master Journey Whiskey Club. We were able to go and pick a barrel at Old Forester. So we did a barrel pick at Old Forester, which was a pretty cool experience. I think probably one of the better experiences we've had, for sure. I'll show you guys some photos here. When we kind of got in, they brought us into this room, said Old Forester Distilling welcomes Master Journey to Old Forester Distillery. Once we did that, we got into the room here, and this was our tasting that was all set up. Kind of giving you guys a little bit behind the scenes how these barrel picks work. It was a really good time. We got to choose between 3 different barrels. This was the team that did it right here, guys. Here's all of us looking gorgeous. All the way on the left, that's Kelsey Dime. Right next to him is Sunday Evening Scotch. Then that's me. And then you see, that's right, in the middle, that is the one and only Jackie Zykin. Amazing time. Then we have the Turks right here. Amazing couple. Glad that they were able to help us out. And then Scott from My Bourbon Journey hanging out right there as well. So this was the team that picked. We picked an amazing barrel. We were really happy that this did not drink as hot as we thought it would, especially from the past Old Forester single barrels we've had. And then at the end, we got to take a picture in front of Big Penny. Big Penny is their huge column still going all the way up. Curious if you could see how far it goes all the way up to that window. Basically, how they got that in there. They said that they opened that before that window was in. They opened it up and they dropped that full column right down into the building through that top area, which was pretty cool. So yeah, we got an amazing pick. It was such a cool experience. We were able to let's see here. Just catching up on the chat, guys. Yeah, it was a great time. Let's see here. Jason and Jackie, pretty much your dream pick. Yeah, right. I mean, Jackie sat down with us. She kind of went through with us a little bit. She was pretty laid back. She just kind of was like giving her 2 cents. And I think for her, she really just kind of wants to find out like what the single barrels are doing. So we immediately had gotten rid of the middle one, which was B. And then it was really between A and C. Both were incredible. We went with the C pick because it just had a little bit more depth of flavor to it and some nice roundness. And it was like maple syrup and chocolate. And it was just delicious. Probably available not until it's going to sit in a barrel for a few more months. So it might even mellow out when we picked it. I think it's like 131 proof, something crazy. But if it mellows out a little bit and those flavors really come forward, it's going to be a absolutely stunning pick. So letter A was the Butter Pecan. That was the one that was real. That was A. and C was kind of the little bit of a darker one. Based on the proof and based on the flavors and the roundness and the finish, we went with C. But A definitely had a buttery type of thing to it. But we only got to pick from 3, so it wasn't like, and they weren't pulling more barrels for us. That was really our only choice. That's kind of what happens with a barrel pick. With some of them, you only have maybe 3 choices, and that's all you're going to get. So you can't be like, have anything else. So that was really kind of our choice. Yeah, it tasted amazing for the age, considering that they are. That's Mike. He helped with the pick. Amazing that they're only about like 4, barely 5 years old, and they have this type of flavor. Again, you're looking at some really, heat cycled warehouses and stuff like that. So Abby Who Inks is in the house. What's going on? How many bottles? They said it could average out anywhere between 150 to 180, depending on how it adds up. So good amount of bottles for younger whiskey. So real quick, also again, well, first, cheers. Let's get the palate warmed up. Thanks for hanging out, guys, tonight. Whiskey Wednesday. Cheers, guys. Let me know what's in your glass tonight. Oh, damn, that's good. All right, so, that's the Black Forest Bugbear. That shit is delicious. All right, so Sergey AG, who's in the chat, he sent me. I don't know if you guys know what this is just by the box, but this is a flag program from Afghanistan on the next available. So Sergey was part of the crew that was flying, refugees out of Afghanistan, and he sent me this American flag that was flown in Afghanistan, and you guys could see that, how just beautiful and amazing and gorgeous it is. I like getting me choked up because this is one of the greatest things I've ever received. It's just incredible. So on November 2nd, 2021, this flag was flown by the 340th Expeditionary Air Refueling Squadron in Afghanistan aboard the KC-135R straddle tanker during combat operations in support of Operation Resolute Support in the global war on terrorism. Let all who look upon this banner see a symbol of freedom, a standard of justice, and a promise to remember those that have sacrificed for it. So it was signed, certificate of authenticity. It's got my name on it, the Mash and Drum, Jason Calori. I really have no words. Sergey, thank you so much, man. This is absolutely incredible. This will be framed together with this flag and hung in a prominent spot in my whiskey room. So I can't say thank you enough. It's guys like you and everybody else who defends the country. We've done a lot of fundraising for some military groups. So to have this in the whiskey room alongside me is just a reminder of, the freedoms that the military provides us. For me, an idiot like me, to sit in front of a camera and drink whiskey. If not for you guys, I couldn't do this, and either could the rest of us. So thank you so much, man. I absolutely love it, and I can't thank you enough. So I just wanted to show you guys and show my appreciation to Sergey. Raise your glass to Sergey and the military, everybody who fights for our freedom, guys. Really appreciate it. Cheers. All right, got to get through that. Okay, let's see here. So, really quick, what we're going to do is go through a couple of quick news stories before we dive into the blind tasting. I don't want to blow my palate out too much here. Real quick, let's shift to a couple of new releases coming soon. One is actually from High West. So High West is coming out with this beauty right here, the High West High Country. So this is a nationwide release for High West. It was announced this year as the High West High Country will be available across the United States rather than being just limited to Utah. First released in 2019. This is an unfiltered American single malt made from 100% of High West owned distillate. Additionally, the bottling for this year features a new label depicting the Western landscape, as you see. It's being rolled out nationwide as of today. I'm not sure what today is, but so no need to make a special trip to Utah this time. But if you like to mix your whiskey with a bit of skiing, a visit to High West is a must. This will MSRP for about $80. So I'm always excited to talk about American single malts. I think it's a category that it needs some more definition. Hopefully we'll see that soon. And it also is it's a very underrated category within the United States. Everyone's so focused on bourbon and rye. American single malts, some of them are absolutely ridiculously good. Speaking of American single malts, let's segue into this baby, the Stranahan's Snowflake. So this one is it's a yearly release. Like most things in 2020, the Stranahan's coveted Snowflake went on hiatus, but this year it's back. They're releasing 2 bottles this year, the Sunshine Peak. That was the 2020 batch that went unreleased, and the Mount Ulos, which is a 2021 batch. Each Snowflake expression begins with American single malt, which are aged between 4 and 8 years in new white American oak. Then the distiller transfers the liquid into a variety of wine, sherry, cognac, rum, and tequila barrels sourced from around the world. The duration of the finishing period in the different barrels varies each year. So for the 24th batch 23, which was from 2020, the Sunshine Peak, the finishing casks include apple brandy, Calvados, and Applejack, as well as Muscatel and Cabernet wines. And then the 24th batch, which is this year's, this single malt was finished in rye barrels, Reposado and Extra Añejo tequila barrels, Tawny port casks, French oak casks, and lightly peated casks. These were already went on sale for a chance on December 4th at the distillery. I don't know if anybody got any in the chat. Only around 1,500 bottles of each for $120 each. So interesting. There's a lot going on in those blends usually, and as you can see, there's definitely a lot going on in that one. Let's go to this quick one right here, which is from Barrel Craft Spirits. Now, I don't know if anybody got a chance to see my interview with Barrel Craft Spirits during Repeal Day, the Repeal Day Expo with Fred Minnick over the weekend. We talked a little bit about this bottle. This is the new Barrel Craft Spirits Gold Label. This is a limited edition and ultra rare blend of 16 and 17-year-old bourbon whiskeys. This is typical blend from Barrel Bourbon, including Indiana, Kentucky, and Tennessee, bottled at 113.54 proof with an MSRP of $500. So this is a pricey meatball right here if you want to get your hands on that. And last but not least, we'll talk about this one because if any of you follow my Instagram, you saw my quick review of this one. Woodford Reserve releases. Now, I know Kelsey and Mike in the chat are probably cracking up right now. Woodford Reserve releases the 5 malt stouted mash. This is their winter 2021 Masters collection. Fermented grain mash is sometimes referred to as distiller's beer. The active distillation and maturation converts the beer into whiskey. The whiskey is made with 5 malted grains to mimic the taste of dark beer. It's the 17th release in the Masters collection, limited edition, bottled at 90.4 proof, like most things from Woodford. Available now for about $130. So, yeah, all right, let me go back to the chat here. Yeah, it's right here. Here's the bottle. I bought it when I was just in Kentucky. I don't know why I bought it, but I did. So there it is. And I could tell you right now, in the glass. We can. It's if any of you guys have kids or you grew up with Play-Doh, it smells like friggin' Play-Doh. Like, it's not even a question. It smells like Play-Doh. It's not even. It smells like chocolate covered Play-Doh. And I was hoping it was going to get better. It's not getting better. It's got a really weird taste, and I don't like it. That's my full review. It's just, I don't know. It's got this really weird. I don't know. There are probably some palates out there that will like this, but for me, this was a hard miss. I should follow my own advice when it comes to these Woodford Reserve Masters Collection releases. Usually I say try before you buy. And I did not try this before I bought it. I just figured, I love stout. I am the stout belly. I need to get this bourbon. And I tried it, and it does not taste like stout. It tastes like fucking Play-Doh. It tastes like somebody put some Play-Doh in one of those little machines and pushed it and made it spaghetti and then made me eat it. Fucking Play-Doh bourbon. Oh, my God. It's terrible. It's terrible. Yeah, it's malty in a bad way, too earthy, and a weird Play-Doh taste. I think it just went a little bit too overboard on the malt, and it lost, like, the sweetness, and it lost, like, the thing that makes a stout so good. Like, there's a little bit of chocolate there, but it's so overpowered by that Play-Doh taste. Yeah, yeah, I am. I'll sample that whole friggin' bottle out. If anybody wants to taste any, just message me. I will gladly send you all of it. You want to swap? Call me. If you guys ate Play-Doh growing up and that sounds good to you, fucking go for it. Bourbon Wrench in the house. What's going on, Bourbon Wrench? Finally, my computer. Let's go. Master and Drum. There, most Master collections range from be sure to try it before you buy it all the way to just don't bother. Steve A. I couldn't agree more. Sweetens Cove hit the shelves in Illinois. Happy to say the shelves are still full. Nobody wants Sweetens Cove. I went to a few stores in Kentucky. Sweetens Cove was fucking front to back. Front to back. Man, that made me happy. You know what else I saw in the stores which made me happy? Blue Run. Blue Run. $150 fucking 4-year whiskey from front to back. Keep those butterflies on the shelf. Fuck that. Bullshit. I'll be interested when Blue Run releases its own distillate to see how it comes out. But right now, I think they're asking way too much to pay for a butterfly bottle. Here's a little recovery fund for that Play-Doh bottle. Thanks, Sal. Appreciate that. Yeah, tasting notes, non-toxic. Yes, thank you very much. Jason Fitch. Oh, Depps in Kentucky has 46 cases for $28.99. Focus. I can't. Rocket review, of course. He'll drink plate. You know what, Rocket? If you want that bottle, I'll send it to you. You want to review it? See if you like it. Rocket is infiltrated. Yeah, he'll take it. All right. So it's already 9:25. What we're gonna do tonight, actually, real quick. If you guys have put in a super chat, Rebecca Page in the chat has decided to actually send samples of the Mint Caramel Dream and the Black Forest Bugaboo and a couple of other surprise samples for any winner. So any super chats tonight will go in the mix. Mods, I'm sorry I'm telling you a little bit late because we've already had some super chats roll in. But if any of you could keep track of some of the names to get some samples of the 2 latest Driftless Glen picks and maybe some other fun extras, go for it. Maybe we'll give 2 packs away. If Rebecca only wants to do one, I'll do the other, and we'll call that a fun night. So you guys can get a chance to try these Driftless Glens. If you haven't yet, like I mentioned, the let's see. Oh wait, I'm sorry. What did you say? Oh, just the bourbon. I didn't get the rye. Okay, Rebecca. So she'll get the bourbon samples out. I could do both. I just put the link for the Keg and Bottle if you guys want to get the Mint Caramel Dream, the rye, which a lot of people are sometimes liking even better than the bourbon. So, is it worse than the KO Batch 11 that you opened? Oh yeah, it's far worse. The KO Batch 11, I could drink it. The KO Batch 11, it wasn't that it was bad. It was a solid bourbon. It's just not a $300 product compared to the previous releases. That Woodford Reserve is just, to me, it's like it's just undrinkable. So my goodness. Let's see. Whiskey Mounds was already tracking. She's a professional. All right, so let's go to the list here. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have, what's this? 12. I have 12 bourbons, $30 or under. Okay, that I'm going to be blind tasting tonight to find out what my favorite is. So I had to go. I went into Ohio has a database, an OHLQ website where you could look up the prices, what they're charging. So I wanted to make sure that everything was $30 and below. So here's what came out, and here's what's in the blind tonight. Early Time, this is in no particular order. Early Times Bottle and Bond, $24.99. Buffalo Trace, $25.49. Old Forester 100, $21.99. 1792 small batch, just made it at $30.99. Cooper's Craft 100, right there at $29.99. 8 and Sand, $20. Evan Williams 1783, the new release that they just did this year, coming in at $20 as well. Wild Turkey 101, you knew was going to be in the mix, $21.99, so $22. Evan Williams Bottled and Bond, the white label, $18. Ezra 99, the Ezra Brooks 99 proof, again another new release this year, $22. Very Old Barton 100 proof, got that recently, $17 for that bottle. And then Old Grandad Bonded coming in at $24.99. So every bottle here, Jason, before you started speaking of value, worst value bottle the past month or two. Well, definitely the Kentucky Owl's in there. Yeah, Kentucky Owl's in there. What other bad values? Let's see here. Well, I mean, I think for the most part, we've seen decent values when it comes to that. Woodford is definitely a bad value. That, like I said, the Kentucky Owl was a bad value. Honestly, you know what I think the Master's Keep 1 was a bad value. You know, listen, I know you guys love. There's a lot of people out there that love that Master's Keep 1, and it is very good. It's a good bourbon. But to me, that was not a Master's Keep level release to ask for $170 to $200 for that bottle. I have it right over there. That to me should have been a $70 to $80 special release, just like the Russell's 13. Wild Turkey Toasted. Wild Turkey Master's Keeps generally have extremely old whiskey in it. That was a blend of like, what was it, like 10 and 13 or 14-year-old whiskey that was toasted. And it was like just gently toasted. So it just tasted like a good turkey. The toast is there. I'm very hard on Wild Turkey because I love Wild Turkey. And while a lot of people like that Master's Keep 1, in my opinion, that is not a Master's Keep level whiskey. I don't give a shit what anybody says. And that I think that was actually a poor value on Wild Turkeys. I think that should have been, I think that toasted should have been the $70, you know, what the 13 was, the Russell's 13. And then the Russell's 13, which also has some very old whiskey batched in there, should have been the Master's Keep. I think if you reversed it, they would have been spot on. But that Wild Turkey 1 for a Master's Keep release, I do not agree with it at all. Nope, 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 nope. Let's see here. Let's see. Blue Run. Well, yeah, depending on the Blue Run, I think the 14, but yeah, I mean, yeah, even the 14-year-old and the 13-year-old single barrels for 200, 250, those are tough values, especially when you can get a lot of source Barton. And that's the other thing that pisses me off about Blue Run. They don't tell you where this stuff is coming from. They're not very transparent. So that's another thing that I give a strike against them. Let's see. I'm going to probably do the rye shootout next week. So next week, I'll probably take my favorite ryes and put them in a blind. Let's see here. So yeah, I checked on some of the prices here. Four Roses small batch is over $30 now. Knob Creek is $34. And the Old Grandad was $34 here too. So I took those out, unfortunately. So let's Let's see here. Oh, Little Book. Yeah, Little Book was a bad value. That's a good one. That's a good call out, Justin. Okay, whiskey, not worth that type of money. Jason, I'll take your bottle. Let's talk. That's my whiskey of the year. The one is your whiskey of the year? Really? I mean, listen, to each his own. Anything Whistle Pig is a bad value. Yeah, I would say Whistle Pig has poor value. I mean, I purchased the Boss Hog this year just to try it. And even though I thought it was really good, yeah, $500 was still a little steep for what they were asking. Yeah, I just don't think, Julie, I mean, I enjoyed it. I don't think it's a bad whiskey. I think it's a very good whiskey. I just don't think it's Master's Keep level for the price. As far as a release, if you gave me that one just on its own for a good turkey, I could sip that all night. I think it's a delicious wild turkey bourbon. I hated the price for it, judging on what's in the bottle. That's my point. I think that should have been a $70 to $80 release, and the Russell's 13 and the really ultra aged whiskey that's also in that bottle should have been in the Master's Keep. Let's see here. 180 is salty for the one, based on everything I've heard. Man, let's chat about the Wilderness Trail rye pick is fucking delicious. Yep. Sweetens Cove, we already know, is a terrible value. I mean, they want $200 and something for a ultra aged Dickel, which you can buy. If you really like George Dickel whiskey, you can get the 15-year single barrels at over 100 proof for about $60. So just because all these sports stars were involved in it and Marianne Eaves blended it, it doesn't make it $250. I don't give a shit what you say. This is what I'm talking about. Like, you got to get educated. Like, people that don't know what's in these bottles, they hear the names around it, they don't know what's in it. You know, that's where people start wasting money. That's why you gotta, watch the YouTubes, watch the whiskey tubes, and find out more. The Blood Oath Pack 7. I would agree with you. That one was a little bit disappointing for me. Let's see here. Knob Creek is 25 here. OGD 24 here. Damn, Bourbon Wrench. OGD is $20 in Phoenix. Why is it so much more here? What the fuck? All right. Well, hey, what's up, Rare Bird? Here's me talking about one, and he just shows up. See what happens? Elijah Craig small batch in Ohio is 30. It's a little over $30. Carlo Mack had an idea. What did he say the idea was? Early times and okay, so combining early times and Evan Williams. Okay, I could try that. Let's see. All right, Jason, okay, yeah, did that. Yeah, I think 10-year Whistle Pig is probably the only fair value they have. I get that part. Blade and Bow sucks worse than Larceny. Wow, okay. Focus Donnie Cooper's. All right, man. Maker's Mark 46 cast strength is better than one. I did one in a blind not that long ago. And against, what was it, a few weeks ago, I did a bunch of other turkeys, and it didn't even make the top 3 for me. You put it against other good turkeys, and it falls flat. You drink it on its own, it's a very good bottle, but it falls flat against turkeys that are worth that type of price. Hey, what's up, Elsa Mario? Thank you so much for chiming in. Hope you're doing good. Okay. All right, I got to get this thing underway. Hey, what's up, Jack's Fishing? Okay, yeah, Four Roses today released a 20-year OBSV barrel strength for the new building today. A 20-year-old Four Roses single barrel, and I already saw it immediately on secondary for like $1,000. Fucking ridiculous. I mean, guys, can you just buy it and fucking open it, enjoy it? Jesus. Fucking just like, I mean, the bottle's not even warm yet in your hands, and it's already on secondary. Jesus Christ. I mean, these guys cannot wait to get, it's not even at their car yet. They're in the fucking parking lot, stumbling with their bags, taking a photo, putting it on Facebook. Jesus Christmas. I mean, my God, I'm gonna make the money on this. Here we go, boy. Yeah, let's make the money. All right, I'm picking 6 randoms here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Master and Drum, Jason, you and I can disagree on the Boss Hog and the 1 and any other bottle, and you're still one of my faves. Now give me your 1. You can't have my 1. I'm still going to drink it. Like I said, it's good. It's just not worth the price. It's my only gripe. But I'm keeping the 1. I'm going to continue to put it in blinds until maybe one day it wins, but I don't think it's gonna. Why don't you tell us how you really feel about secondary? I think I've made my feelings clear. Yep. Hey, but listen, you know, as long as we keep buying on the secondary market, it's going to keep going. It's capitalism at its best. You can't fault people for doing it, because as long as people are buying, as long as there's a market, they're going to keep going. And while I may not like it, that's the way it is, guys. It's the God's honest truth. You know, you have these guys that are selling, you know, they want to do it. As long as people keep buying it at those prices, they're going to keep selling it at those prices. And that's just the way it goes. It's capitalism as its best. So, all right, let's get into it here. Master Drum, how do we eliminate flipping other than increase supply, which is tough when you got to age your product for years? Well, I think, you know, you have distilleries. Distilleries are continuing to expand. I mean, there's more barrels of bourbon aging in Kentucky more than ever. As those bottles and that whiskey ages, yeah, you would like to think there's going to be some more supply down the line, but we don't. We don't know. I mean, Buffalo Trace is doing a huge. You guys know about the huge, expansion that they've done in recent months. And it's going to be 6-7 years until we get that whiskey. Does that mean we're going to see more Blanton's around, more Weller, more everything? We hope. That's the like everyone thinks, okay, expansion, more barrels, more whiskey. That means we're going to see more of this stuff around. That's the hope. Whether it happens or not has yet to be seen. But I do think distilleries are planning for it. I think that they're trying to get there and trying to give more supply to the demand to keep up. The unfortunate thing is we're not going to feel it for several years here until a lot of this stuff is ready. So, all right. You need a drink, Jason. I know. I'm going on. Okay. Hey, Katie Turk is here. Katie was one of the pickers. That's her and her husband, Ethan, who helped pick yesterday. Let's see here. Okay. Increase MSR to increase. I don't think increasing suggested retail prices will stop flipping either. I don't think it's the prices. I think it's the want to have it. And if you have that type of income, you're going to pay the price to get that bottle. It doesn't matter how much it is. We've seen prices incrementally go up on secondary the last several years. When I first got on secondary, Elmer T. Lee you could get for $160. Now they're over $400 on secondary in most cases. Anything from Buffalo Trace has gone up exponentially on the secondary market, and everything else has kind of followed suit. It's just the way Booker's Rye, which is a very, very sought after unicorn. I remember seeing that on secondary in the beginning you could find one for maybe $900, $1,100. Now they're well on their way to $3,000, $4,000. It's just the way the market's going. As prices increase, you know, the more amount of money that people will pay for these bottles will increase. It's just the way it goes. What about flipping bottles in order to get something that's harder to find? You mean like trading? I mean, trading bottles is cool. I mean, I trade bottles, you know, here and there, but, you know, I rather trade than, you know, outright pay. I mean, a lot of people I think try to do that, but, you know, it's very hard for me to trade because 98% of my bottles are open. So I don't really have I get offers to trade all the time, and I just can't do it. All right, let's go to the first one here. See what we get. Let's kick off this blind tasting, guys. Thanks for hanging out tonight. Very light on the nose. Light caramel. Little orange. A lot of citrus, actually. I like that. I'm digging the citrus in here. Hey, Todd Ritter's in the chat. What's going on? The champion. Let's see here. Hey, Black Bourbon Fame is in the house. Raise your drinks up casually. There you go. Toshi Bakes on ETL 169 the other day and passed. It's not that great in my opinion. Let's see what else we got. Matt Dart's here. Kenny Mule. Ryan Cecil's here. Holy shit! What's up, Ryan? Ryan, Ryan, see, guys, if you haven't listened to Ryan Cecil over at the Bourbon Pursuit podcast, you really need to. Ryan, I put my final blend in the yak. It's done. I actually just put it in the chat again how much I like it. So you have to. It's all good. My final blend. Yeah, my final blend is 532. 5 milliliters of A, 3 milliliters of B, and 2 milliliters of C. That's my final. I left it overnight for like 4 days, and the thing came out delicious. So that's that's the one I'm going with. Thanks for coming in, though, Ryan. I don't think I've seen you in the chat ever. Thanks, man. All right. All right, let's try the first one. That's good. It's solid. It's sweet. Spicy finish there. I'm digging that. That's good. A lot of citrus going on in that one. I'm digging it. Damn, just saw that. Just finished recording. We're on the same page. Cheers. Oh, Ryan. There you go, man. Yeah, I'm digging that. I'm digging that blend. This has a really nice nose. Really good palate, too. Already, the first one's pretty damn good. Second sip. I mean, most of these you're looking at, 90 proof, between 90 to 100 proof. I actually kind of like that OGD 114 was eliminated. I felt like that would have stood out a little bit. But I think the rest being all around the same area will be a nice test to see what happens here. All right, let's go to number 2 here. The Willet Blackened was fantastic, but overpriced. I agree. I really enjoyed the Willet Blackened. I thought it was a little bit high for what it was, but I enjoyed that that collaboration for sure. This one is very alcohol forward. I'm getting a lot of ethanol on the nose here. Not sure what that one's about. Like nail polish remover. Oh, you know what I usually get nail polish remover on? Acetone. I usually get it on Old Forester. Yeah, could that be Old Forester? I don't know. Let's try it. Acetone or not, that's good. Getting like a floral, sweet, juicy fruit type thing going on. Woo. Floral, sweet. A little bit of juicy fruit gum there on there. By the way, you go to Old Forester, you talk about that banana smell. You talk about Old Forester having the banana. They told us, that smell typically it's from their yeast strain. We walked into the cooking room, and they had just dumped a fresh mash in the fermentation tub, And I mean, it was really, really active yeast. My God, it just smelled like bananas just smack you in the face. It was crazy. This has a nice finish to it. Maybe a little banana in there. Maybe because I'm just saying banana. When's that Old Forester pick going to be available? Probably not till next year. They said it's going to sit in a barrel for another 3 months. So you're already looking at December, January, February, maybe April-ish. We'll get it. Let's get some water here. All right. Let's go to number 3 here. Oh, this is nice and sweet. Much sweeter than the other 2 here. One was solid. For me, these are really going to come down to palate, guys. The nose is kind of a bonus, but it's going to be all about the palate. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick my top 2 from the first 6 here, and then we're going to bring that to the finals and then go on to the next one. So let's try this one. What's up, Mash Bill? Oh, the palate on that is just flat. It's all right. The palate is not as good as 1 and 2. A little bit better on the second sip. That one's pretty good. I think I like the other one better. This looks fun. Wish I was participating. Early Times Bourbon usually wins in this price range for me. You know, I mean, they're one of the favorites based on the list here. I mean, for me personally, you got to put Early Times Bourbon in there. You got to put Cooper's Craft in there. I got to put Wild Turkey as a favorite. Wild Turkey 101. So those 3, I'm looking to see if they make the final here. But there's a couple of other in here, like the 1792 small batch sometimes is kind of a dark horse depending on how you're tasting it. And that very old Barton 100 being in there, I don't know what that's going to do. But this one's coming off pretty, it's very sweet, but I don't know, the palate has a lot to be desired compared to A and B. So this one might get eliminated. All right, let's go to number 4 here. Something in my glass? No. Number 4 is very citrusy. A little bit of nuttiness. 1792 is going to sneak into your final, says Adam Dorman. All right, let me try this one. It's good. I mean, solid bourbon. All these are going to be solid. It's just going to be a matter of who sticks out, who stands out the most. A ton of citrus in that one. Ton of citrus. I don't mind it. I dig it though. I don't know if I like that better than this one. I still think 1 and 2 are still kind of my favorites here. Let me get a little water before we go on the last 2. Corey Blankish says, hell of a blind. Jason just got the DG Bugaboo in today and immediately popped it. Third pour, and holy cow, it's fantastic. You guys keep bringing the heat with these barrel picks. Honestly, as much as Scott and I love these barrel picks that we've been doing, the groups that help us pick it, are a huge part of it. So, that's a big part of the Mash and Journey Whiskey Club, like getting patrons involved and getting the community involved and helping pick these barrels. And they've all just been stellar. I don't think one barrel I've been disappointed in. I mean, they've all just been so good. All right. Let's go to this one here. Oh Lord, this is a lot of banana in this one. Wow. Not that much spice, though. It's kind of, it's good. I like it. Nice, easy sipper. A little bit flat as well. I'm not going to lie. I kind of like it. But compared, again, these top two are still in the mix, I think. Let's see here. All right, you guys are talking. I'll try to pay attention to the chat here. If you guys have any questions for me about bottles, end of the year, just fire away. I'll answer whatever I can while I'm doing this. All right, let's go to the last one here. Oh, all right. The last one has a really nice nose. Yeah, the last one is kind of hanging with A and B here. Ooh. Okay. I think based on the nose, these three have a lot of work to do. All right, let's try it on the palate, see if it matches up. Oh, yeah, baby. That's good. Coy Hill or Russell's Reserve 13? Matt, you're like the 15th person that's asked me that in the last couple of weeks since I reviewed that. Personally, for me, I like the Russell's 13, and not just because it's turkey, but I just feel like there's more layered flavors there. But, man, if you like high proof, that Coy Hill is tough to beat. I mean, that thing is a beast. It's a beast of a whiskey. If you like higher proof stuff, you'll probably like the Coy Hill over the Russell's Reserve 13. But I just think the Coy Hill is very good at what it does in a vacuum. Like it's got 4 or 5 extremely strong, potent base flavors, like the caramel, a very, very light hint of like, that's the funny thing. The banana isn't really crazy in it, but I mean, it's so rich and it's dark and you could like chew on it. It's a little bit, the flavors that it has, it does it extremely well. But the Russell's 13 for me, it doesn't have like that super alcohol-y type of vibe that the Coy Hills have. Again, Coy Hills are single barrels, so I can get that they could be a little bit different. But man, they could drink a little bit hot. The Russell 13 for me was just a little bit more layered and nuanced, and it just has some more layers of flavor to it. Julie, yes, I got the new Boss Hog and I reviewed it. I hope you watched it because I got it. I was thinking of you. I was like, you know what? I'm going to get this because Julie is on my shoulder just being like, you should buy it. Just buy that shit. Buy it. Buy the Boss Hog right now. That's my tiny impression of you, Julie. But yeah, I did get it. I actually really liked it. I hated the price, but I really liked it. Yep. Jason, what is Wilderness Trail paying you? No, I just like this hat. Do you have a Valley Girl impression? Yeah, maybe a little bit later once I get more of this stuff in me. Jason Fitch, Focus Danielson, Cooper's one. He is like obsessed with the Coopers, man. Have not seen Smoke Wagon yet in Ohio. I think they're trying to work on it. I want that Coy Hill. Me too, man. All right, I gotta sip this one again. That's really good too. That has the spice. It's got a lot of flavor up front. Good finish on it. See what's standing out in some of these is the flavors are all great. There's nothing that's off or bad on any of these, but some are just giving me a little bit more of a interesting experience on the palate. So I think right now it's going to come down to A, B, and C. Let me just actually use numbers instead because they're actually lettered underneath. So 1, 2, and 6 here I think are my leaders in the clubhouse. But I have to get it down to 2. That one's good. Let's try 2 again. Two is delicious. I like 2 a lot. All right, let's go to 3. 3 is just really flat. It's good, but it's just flat compared to those two. That one's pretty good. 5 definitely fell flat. And then the last one here, 6. Oh, 6 is good. Every time I go back to 6, shit, that's good. All right. Ideas on Maker's 46 regular versus Maker's 101. I prefer the 46. I just like the spice that the 46 has. Nothing wrong with 101. I think it's a good solid whiskey, but I like what 46 offers in the bottle rather than the 101. Let's see here. Hey, Whiskey Nose is here. What's going on, Marty? Nice to see you, bud. Which $500 would you take? Boss Hog, Barrel Gold, or Redbreast? Well, I've never tried the Barrel Gold, so I don't know if I could go after that one. Redbreast 27 is pretty freaking delicious, but the Boss Hog was really good too. But just based on rarity, I'd probably go with the Redbreast 27, honestly. I haven't watched it, any video, but I will go before the bed. We got it weeks ago, but haven't opened it. Julie, I think you'll really like it. It's a really good one. Mark Emenecker says, currently sipping Cooper's Craft. Good stuff. I'm waiting for my driftless picks. Don't need a sample. Okay. Sean Dent in the house. So Jason C. Hey, what's your take on Lucky 7 Holiday Toast? It's a straight flavor bomb. Gingerbread cookies, in my opinion, far better than EC Toasted. By the way, I owe Scotty a sample. Yeah, I heard that Lucky 7 Holiday is pure breakfast in a glass. I haven't gotten a chance to taste it yet, but I heard it's friggin' delicious. Yeah, Redbreast 27 for the win. Yeah, it's really good. All right, so let's narrow this down here. I think I'm going to go with, I think 6 I like. I think that's for sure. 6 is good. And I think 2 I really liked. 1 was in the mix. And I do like 1. Shit. 2. Again, like a cotton candy thing going on in 2. Then 6. Oh, 6 is definitely making it. 6 is delicious. It's really between 1 and 2 now. These 3 are eliminated. Let's put these. You know what? This one I chose. Let's get these out of the way here. It's between 1 and 2 here for me. You know what? 1 has the better nose, but 2 has the better palate, I think. Yeah, I'm digging 2, man. These 2 are like neck and neck. You know, I'm going to keep these in the mix. I'm going to keep all 3 in the mix because these are too close. I don't really know what to pick. So maybe we'll keep these 3 in the mix here. All right, let's go to the next 6. Holy shit. Let's go to the next 6, see what we got here. All right. Here we go. Get some water here. All right. See what other questions you guys got here. Everybody shut the hell up about Coopers before they start charging $50 for it. That's what everybody was telling me when they were telling me that, you know, when I was reviewing it. They're like, stop talking about it. Let's see here. Great, that was my idea. Go. Let's see here, Sal Pecchio. What do you do left with leftover glasses of bourbon? Usually I blend them. I do like a blend and see how it works. And then if it actually ends up being a good blend, I'll make an infinity bottle out of it, usually. As long as they're not like super expensive bourbons or like rare ones. Like bourbons like these, I will blend all these, whatever's left at the end of the night, and I will see if it's good enough for a really good infinity blend. So, yeah, Cooper's Craft is a Brown-Forman product. The real question is, can a flight of $30 make Jason fall out of his chair, or is it only ECBP that does that? Well, in case you missed it, I survived this year with the ECBP blind tasting, but for those of you that haven't seen it in a while, here you go. I fell. Shit. That never gets old, does it? All right, so I have 1, 2, and 6 making it to that round. Let's flip it over. All right, let's do 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. All right. Classic fall. That 130 will get you. Yeah, so Ryan, if you haven't seen that yet, I drank way too many. That was the flight. I think I did that 2 years ago when I tried all the Elijah Craig barrel proofs and, to find out my best of the year. And I stepped on the battery pack and fell on my ass. The battery pack from my microphone at the time, my left foot when I was getting up was on it, and it slid right out from under me. I went down like a sack of pancakes, man. Yeah, that room was friggin' empty back then, right? And that's old school. Camera was completely different. Lighting was different. I was using the overhead lights. You learn. All right, let's go to this one here. Ooh, this one has a ton of citrus in it. This one smells like an orange creamsicle. Really, really nice. Usually when I think orange creamsicle, I think of the old Grandad Bonded. I don't know if that's what that is, but let's try it. Yeah, orange. A lot of orange, a little bit of nuttiness too. That could be it. I don't know. I don't really like to try to guess. I just like to let the whiskey speak for itself. If you try to guess, that's when you start messing with your own head. Just kind of got to let the whiskey speak to you. See how it goes. That one's really nice. I mean, it's not really complex. It's just a lot of citrus, nuttiness, a lot of orange creamsicle, a lot of vanilla orange type spices going on. Solid sipper. I like that one. All right, let's go to number 2 here. Number 2 is actually pretty dark compared to the other ones. Very interesting. I don't really remember any of these being that dark or too dark. Let's see what we got. Ooh, 2 has a really nice nose. It's got the oak, a little bit of cherry. Ooh, good punch to it. Cinnamon. 2 has a really nice nose. What the hell? That's good. Let's try this one. Oh, wow. 2's good. I'm sorry, 8. We'll call it 8. 8's really nice. 8's very mouth coating. It's got great balance. Oak, cherry, cinnamon, little spice there. Not overly spicy though. It doesn't hit you like a 1792 or a Wild Turkey type spice. It's a little bit more tame. Oh, I like vanilla custard on it. That's fucking good. Okay. Number 8. I'm not even going to go into detail. I'm just going to write good. Very good. That's my That's my overly analytical tasting notes. That shit is good. It's just good. All right, let's go to number 9 here. Pretty decent nose. Nothing crazy though. Nice and sweet. A little bit of nuttiness. Getting a little chocolate on there too. All right, let's try this one. That threw me for a loop. Coming off number 8, number 9 tastes like number 9 is an absolute vanilla bomb. Coming off 8, I don't know if it's because I'm coming off whatever 8 is. Holy shit. 9 is an absolute vanilla bomb. Candy, vanilla. Like, still getting a little bit of chocolate on it. It's almost coming through like a, what are those, like a moon pie. It fucking tastes like a moon pie in a glass. Oh, man. That's good. That's a freaking vanilla bomb. Woo. 8 is B-Tac. Brandon. Oh, that's funny. Can anyone explain why 1920 tastes so unique, or if it's not unique, what is similar? That flavor punch hits different. I can tell you from just being at Old Forester, there are very specific flavor profiles that they use for 1920. I mean, you could find that across any brand that's, blending barrels to make a specific product for product consistency. I will say though, even though Old Forester 1920, bottles like Wild Turkey, Elijah Craig, you're using multiple barrels for consistency to try to get that flavor profile that you know and love. It's, that's what makes it different than a single barrel. So it makes it a small batch or a regular release. They're using different barrels from different parts of the rickhouse to craft that blend that you know and love to make it consistent. There are variations. I've had 1920s that are more cherry and chocolate heavy, and I've had some that are more banana chocolate heavy. So I think depending on the barrels that they use, there is some inconsistency there a little bit. But the one thing you always get with 1920 is that punch of spice. And that's what I think makes it so damn good. And the mouthfeel to it and the everlasting, the Kentucky hug it gives you. That's what makes it so damn good. All right, let's go to have a little bit of water here. I think 1920 does some toasted barrels in the mix. Have a great night, IC86. Thanks for coming in, man. 534 in the chat, guys. Everyone hit that subscribe button if you haven't yet, and also hit the like button if you haven't yet. I really appreciate it. Definitely helps the videos. Porter Cooper is based on the chat, not getting the hype. What is everyone getting in this? Let's see. 1920 tastes like gingerbread cookies to me. I could see that. I think Cooper's, well, which one is he pouring? Are you pouring the regular Coopers or the Cooper's 100 Barrel Reserve? Because there's a difference. The Barrel Reserve is the one that is the one everybody likes. So, all right. Let's go to number 8, 9. Oh, 7, 8, 9. All right, we're at 10 here. All right. Let's go to 10. Oh, you're sipping the 100? I think it's got a nice depth of flavor to it for a $30 bourbon. It might not be everyone's cup of tea, but for a $30 bourbon, Cooper's Craft has a lot of good depth of flavor to it. But we'll find out if it makes the cut here. We don't know. So number 10 here. Ooh, that's really nice on the nose too. This is more like candied orange. A little bit of cherry too. Very fruity. A little bit of oak. Some good proof coming through here too. Let's try it. Not as exciting Not as exciting on the palate as I was anticipating on the nose, but I did just have water. So let me go back to it. What's up, Brent Johnson? Sipping the Remus 5, so good. So speaking of Remus 5, I want to let you guys know that I'm going to be doing my top whiskeys of the year live on the Mash and Drum. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick my top 10. If I could even fucking find a top 10. I had a lot of disappointments this year, but top 10, I think I have it rounded out, especially with the late additions of, Coy Hill, and also even that Darth Vader batch of cigar blend that came out that I reviewed recently. I think those might round out the top 10. And then do a blind tasting of all of them. We'll do a couple different rounds. We'll go through the top 5 first. Then we'll do another top 5. And then based on flavor profile, I'll name my favorite whiskey of the year. But then I'll do a full produced video with my favorite whiskeys of the year, but factoring in price, availability, and some other, factors like that. Remus 5, I think, will be up there. A couple of others may be up there. So, yeah, that should be fun, guys. I'm going to do that live as well. But I figured tonight, let's do my I always like to do these kind of budget available bourbons based on my how my palate has changed throughout the year, and what I'm tasting and what I'm enjoying. So, hey, what's up, Cameron Lochner? William Rizzo. I am from New York. I grew up in New York. Brandon Kent. Yeah, we know the bottles in it. Jason Fitch says Coopers. Jason Fitch is all about the Coopers tonight. Jesus. All right, let's try this one again. Oh, that's really good too. It's got like a beautiful balance in number 10. It's got a little bit of oak, a little bit of sweet, caramel, vanilla, a little bit of candy. Not overpowering, but really, really nice. Phil C. Mets will still suck. We'll see. William Rizzo says, no shit, I'm from Manhattan. Cheers. What's up, man? Whiskey Mountains, unpopular opinion. I'll lose subs and Jason might hate me, but drunk enough to admit Remus 5 is a bit overrated. Whiskey Mountains, I can see that for some people. It does have a good amount of oak that I know a lot of people might not like. It drinks really easy for what it is. And I think that from some of the criticisms I've heard about Remus 5, people feel like although it's got a tremendous flavor profile, it drinks a little too easy, especially as you work your way down the bottle. So if there's a knock against Remus 5, that might be it. But some people see that as a plus. So it really just depends on what your palate is. So I'm going to guess Adriana's Whiskey of the Year is a Knob Creek 15-year store pick. I'm just guessing because she loves her some Knob Creek. All right. I really like 10 a lot. I'm going to kind of make a little note there. 9 was good. 8 was really good. I think 7's kind of falling behind here. So let's go to 11. Not overrated. I don't think it's overrated. I just think depending on your palate, listen, whatever you say about Remus 5, you got to admit, a bourbon that has 13, 15, and 16-year-old bourbon in it for less than $100, I don't care what anybody says. That's a fucking steal. Overrated or not, I'm buying multiples of that bottle because that's a steal. So, sipping some JTS Brown Bottle and Bond enjoying the live stream. Shalom. Thanks, Eric Gunderson. Appreciate that, man. Yeah, the problem with Remus 5 is if I put it in the blind, like you can't put Remus 5 versus Coy Hill. Coy Hill is going to just demolish it with proof. That's the issue that Remus 5 has in a blind tasting. But Remus 5 on its own, it's a delicious bourbon to just sip. You can sip that thing all night. It's got all the nuance, all the flavor you want. It's not overly proofy. It's not overly spicy. It just drinks and has a lot of layers of flavor for what it is. But I could see in a blind, it wouldn't do well against things that have a higher proof point. But that's the way blinds go, man. All right, let's try this one. This one has a decent nose. Nothing too crazy here. All right, so 11 is just okay. Nothing off-putting, nothing standing out. Just a good, decent sipping bourbon. But nothing's really standing out about it. Yeah, the second sip, it got even less interesting. So 11 is definitely going to be eliminated just because it's not even standing up to some of these other ones here. All right, let's go to the last one, number 12. All right, number 12. Now we're talking a little bit better here. Remus 5, $89, waiting to crack it open. Smoke Wagon Uncut Unfiltered, in my opinion, is much better than both Remus Reserve 5 and EHT Single Barrel. I could see people liking Smoke Wagon over the Remus 5, depending on, again, Smoke Wagon uses, it is MGP, and so is Remus 5, but Smoke Wagon has the proof, and also you have the blending capabilities of Aaron Chepanek, who always does stuff a little bit differently to try to, push the envelope and make the different blends stand out. So I could totally see that. $12 is really good too, but 12 is kind of falling where 11 is, where it's good, but it's not really standing out. It's nothing overwhelmingly interesting about it, compared to the others. All right. So we could easily eliminate 11 and 12 because those just, from what I had, there aren't interesting enough. So those are out. Now it comes down to 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. We'll get a little water here. Master Jason found a store with Booker's Tagalong, Boston. Wait, what was that one? Richie Z. Found a store with Booker's Tagalong, Boston, and Pigskin. Which one to buy? I really liked the Tagalong batch. I thought the Tagalong batch was good. The Pigskin batch was okay. It was a solid batch. But if I had to choose from those three, I would go Tagalong all day, Richie Z. So who in the Makers has a Christmas sweater on? Yep. A little Maker's Mark Christmas sweater. Who in the chat has actually gotten a chance to try the Coy Hill, and what do you think? Was it too hot? Was it, what did you think about it? Let's see here. Oh, you bought a Tagalong? Yeah, I thought Tagalong. Yeah, Tagalong was a good batch, man. Let's see here. Black Bourbon family, if you guys have not subscribed to Jason and Brandy, please do. Doing great content, especially if you like cigars. Jason's doing some great cigar pairings along with his reviews. Appreciate you guys being here. Hot mess, but always fun. Check out his Pub Style Whiskey channel, Bourbon. A hot mess. Love that. Is that Smoke Wagon Uncut really that good? Been eyeing it, but at 70, not an impulse buy. Listen, even if you can get it Phil C for $70, you will not be disappointed. Each blend is a little bit unique, but they're always really good. If you like MGP's flavor profile, if you like the orange, the citrus, the spice, a little bit of dark caramel, you're not going to be disappointed in an uncut, unfiltered. So, Toasty Bake, I have a 143 proof Coy Hill, and I love it. Not hot at all. Okay, there's one take. How many bottles of bourbon whiskey do you have? I'm up to about 760 something bottles, give or take. It's a lot. I would never be able to drink this in my lifetime, honestly. And with the picks that we have like coming all the time, I get more bottles in than I could finish. So it's a lot. Gasoline, says Robert Dewey. Toasty Bake says, oh yeah, okay, he corrected. Didn't have the Coy Hill, but wanted to. Coy Hill, never seen it. Eagle Rare, worth looking for. I mean, Eagle Rare is a solid, but don't overpay for Eagle Rare. That's what I tell everybody. Don't. Eagle Rare is a good. I wouldn't pay more than $50 for an Eagle Rare, and even that might be a little high. Eagle Rare you used to be able to find for about 30 something dollars, but now we're seeing it. Now Eagle Rare is becoming allocated and really hard to find. Eagle Rare and Buffalo Trace for a long time were the two products from Buffalo Trace that you could find regularly. Now you can't even find Eagle Rare anymore because guys are grabbing those and flipping them. You know, I mean, you could flip anything these days. They were fucking flipping Basil Hayden toast, for God's sake. Come on. Need to review Old Kirk. I need to try to find one of those. Booker's Bardstown batch. Teddy, I didn't buy that one. I kind of put a halt on buying the Booker's batches. They just all seem to be too similar lately. I feel like if you like Booker's and you're willing to spend that $90 on it, if you like that flavor profile, they're all going to be somewhat around the same or pretty good. Some are better than others, obviously. But unless I hear of an exceptional one, like the last exceptional one from Booker's that I had was Country Ham. That was an exceptional batch of Booker's. And for the price they're asking for it, they all need to be like that. So that's my opinion. Some of them are a little bit more peanut dry, peanut funk to it that some people like. Some of them are a little bit more fruity. Some of them have some more just all caramel vanilla bombs. It really depends on what you like. But I know each one is a little bit different. But for me, for that price they're asking, they all have to be Country Ham for a 6-year-old whiskey at that price. I haven't seen Coy Hill in Ohio yet either. The reason why I was able to review it is because I had a fellow patron and viewer send me their bottle to review, which I was very thankful for. William Wiley, if you're in the chat, thank you so much. What's up, Jason Cueto? Mine is 143.7. It was Deep Dark Dream. Yeah, some of those Coy Hills, man, they drink so rich and dark. I think I explained it like cooking like a bananas foster with rum on top of a barrel, if that was scientifically if that was scientifically possible. That's what it tasted like. It was just very rich and very sweet and oaky, but not overly oaky. The only difference I've been hearing in the Coy Hills is that some drink really hot and some don't. Jordan Taylor, big fan. Jason, love to see a review of Lot 40 Cast Strength Rye, hands down the best whiskey Canada. I totally agree, Jordan, but I can't get it. But I have the Lot 40 Cast Strength 12 year from a few years ago, and it's one of my favorite rye whiskeys I've ever had. I totally agree with you, Jordan. Totally. I haven't reviewed any of the latest Bookers, honestly. The last one I got was the Bookers. What batch was that? It might have been the Bardstown batch, but I hadn't done a full review on it. Stuff and Whiskey's here. What's up? Josh and Aaron checking in at the right time. Coy Hill was unreal good. Wanted to hate it, but proved me wrong. Yep. Shit is delicious. I think if any of us are missing hey, Michael. Oh, $50 super chat. Holy shit, Michael. Thank you so much. He sent a super sticker. Dude, really appreciate that. Thank you so much for that. Cheers to you. Thank you for the support. Saw Basil Hazel Toast for 110 and oh my god, just throw up right now. Eagle Rare 31.99 plus Washington. Yeah, that's what you should pay for it. You can get that all day long. Need some help? I'm in Cincinnati. No Coy Hill in Illinois by me yet. Yeah, Ohio, I haven't seen it yet either. Yeah, Country Ham was an absolute brown sugar bomb. Totally. Have you tried anything from 291 out of Colorado? They have a cast strength rye. I like what 291 is doing. I think it's not a typical flavor profile. The one thing I just don't like about 291 is the prices they're charging for their whiskey. They're charging a lot for their whiskeys. But I do like the direction that I like the Aspen staves. I like what they're doing. I just think their whiskey is really tough. It's a tough sell. I mean, every bottle is like $90, $100. I think that part is tough. Let's see here. Trying to get in on this. Let's see. Julie L. mentioned we have the Koyo 143.7. Dan loves it. I think it's okay. It's not special like the LE Rye was, in my opinion. I agree, Julie. While I think the Coy Hill is really delicious and it's got its merits, something about the rye was just special because I think the flavor profile of that rye was so different and unique and so just in your face and delicious, and it just had everything. Like it's like you were trying rye for the first time again. It was just so different and unique. I think that's why the rye stands out. Coy Hill is just like a beast of a flavor bomb of Tennessee whiskey, and I think a lot of people love that. But yeah, I think it's not as special as that rye was. So, Julie, I agree with you on that. I think totally. Richie Z, I always here to support challenges. Cheers. Thank you so much, man. 588 in the chat. Holy shit. I got to keep going with this. All right, let's get it down to the finals here. So that was 7. This one was like the cream sickle bomb, which I really dig. Let's go to this one. This one I just wrote really good. This one got even more vanilla on the like vanilla extract on the nose here. No, B is ridiculous. I'm sorry, 8. I'm circling 8. 8 has to make it through. It's too good. I'm moving on 8 already because that shit's really good. So the giveaway tonight is samples of the Black Forest Bugaboo from Rebecca Page, including some other mystery samples. And I'll also send out a sample set of our picks as well. I'll also throw in our Penelope 4-grain blend pick as well in the mix. Just so you guys know, if you've missed out on the mint caramel dream, I'm gonna throw the link in the chat in case you're looking for it or in case you want to try it. This is one of the few times that we've had, there's some bottles left over. We only have about 12 or 8 bottles left over, something like that, of that mint caramel dream. So if you guys want to try one of it's kind of a cool opportunity if you've been thinking about the Mash and Journey Whiskey Club and joining it, and you want to try something before you buy it. This one is open to the public, so you can go grab one. It's a delicious rye whiskey if you like rye. Let's see here. Yellowstone. Yellowstone's a solid bourbon. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I just think at $40, there's stuff I'd rather drink than Yellowstone. But it's a solid bourbon. There's nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with it. Jason, do you have a favorite barrel bourbon batch? I got to tell you, the one I just got, the batch 31, was it? Is it behind here? I think it's 31. Whatever I was sipping earlier, that one's really good. I think it's 31, one of the newer batches. Both of the Driftless Glen picks are great. Thank you so much, Wesley. The Bourbon Ranch, just so people know, I'm doing a charity stream this Friday for the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society. Awesome bottles for a better cause. Give my entry to someone else who hasn't won before. Cheers, guys. Bourbon Ranch, Trev, thank you so much, man. Appreciate that. We'll definitely be tuning in Friday, and I will be donating. So, recently put Look at the Birdie in a blind flight, and holy crap, was it nutty like a boogers with lower proof, the more depth. I could see that. Definitely came across a little bit nutty. Yeah, the seagrass is freaking delicious. All right, so that one already moved on. Now it's down to these 3. So I already put 8 through. That one was a vanilla bomb. Then this one here. How about Yellow Rose? Yellow Rose, from a Texas perspective, I think is highly underrated. I think Yellow Rose makes great whiskeys, honestly. Love Chattanooga. Chattanooga is one of my favorite. I've been preaching Chattanooga since they opened. If you guys haven't tried the Chattanooga 111 cask or the Bottle and Bonds, you're missing out on some of the best and most unique whiskey out there. So, love Chattanooga. Thank Chris. Noble Oak. No, I didn't. I haven't seen that quite yet. I'll look for that one though. Noble Oak, Double Oak. Donald Rand, Master Drum, the new Lot 40 cast strength peated quarter cast, a real disappointment. Definitely not one to chase. The Lot 40 Dark Oak is way better. Well, Donald, I think you have my bottle still, so I can't wait to friggin' try them finally. Darren Clower, you don't need to sample M&J's picks. Just join. Those guys are batting 1,000 with their picks. Forget about it. Thank you so much, Darren. Yeah, the 111 is very good. I prefer the 111 over the Bottle and Bond Chattanooga. I could see that, Critter. It's the Bottle and Bond. I'm sorry, the 111 is as solid as they come. All right, so I'm trying this one here. And this one's going to go. Because compared to these two, that one's coming off flat. So I have my top. I have 4 here. I'll add a 5th from these two. That one's good. And then this one. Ooh, I like this a little bit more. All right. I was going to do top 4, but now I have a top 5. So let's go for it here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now I have a top 5 I'm going to be going for here. Got a little room on this paper here. So we'll call it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, guys, we're getting down to it. Let's pick them. That's right. Everyone go check out the Bourbon Wrench on YouTube if you want to be part of that great fundraiser on Friday. Please do. Are all 12 pours tonight all Kentucky bourbons? I think there's an Indiana bourbon in there. The 8 and Sand is in there. Everything else I think is Kentucky. Yep. Everything is Kentucky except for the one Indiana. So, all right, it's time to pick the top bourbon. $30 and under for 2021. Let's go through it here, guys. Man, I just can't do heavily peated scotches. I like Talisker 10, but anything more than that just kills it for me. Seth, I have a video about Talisker coming out real soon. You should be interested in that one. Mellow Corn better be in the running. I want to like Chattanooga, but the Bottle and Bond was my first and it wasn't great. It sounds like I should try the 111. Which Bottle and Bond did you have? Did you have the fall or the spring? Because the spring Bottled and Bond was a fruit bomb and a little bit off profile than what they usually do. The fall Bottled and Bond was more along the lines of the 111. So it really depends on what you had. Monosci 1 AB 1K. That's how you say it. Thanks for the shout out, Jason, and great power picks to everyone involved. Thank you so much, James. Fingers crossed for a sample of that Bugaboo. Sounds absolutely delicious. Yeah, the Bugaboo is ridiculous. So good. Tasker Fantastic. Love the brininess. Almost makes other more heavily peated stuff feel boring by comparison. That's what I love about Talisker. Well, you'll see in the video. You'll see it. I actually drink this in the video. Talisker 25. I mean, this thing is just ridiculous. But you'll be surprised at what my favorite is in the video. So I drink the 10, the Storm, the Dark Storm, the 8-year rum finish, the 18, and the 25 in the video. So you'll see kind of the gamut of Taliskers that I drink. But it's easily one of my favorite distilleries to drink around the winter time, which is why I wanted to do a video on it. All right, let's go to the first one here. So this is now number 1. Yeah, fuck, that's good. 1 is really good, man. Let's go to 2 here. 2 is... Oh, 2's got that spice and that orange. go to 3. William Davilar, what's going on, man? Nice to see you. William Davilar coming in a close second for Blended Geddon. Are there any bourbons you hate? Any bourbons I hate? Yes. Anything from Jeff the Creed, I hate. Yeah, Jeff the Creed, I fucking hate. I hate Jeff the Creed. Let's see, what else? What else have I had that I just don't like? I mean, I try so much stuff. It's hard to like remember like what I just didn't like at all. That Woodford Reserve, I fucking hate. This Woodford Reserve 5 malt stouted mash. I fucking hated that. I did not like the chocolate rye that Woodford did. The chocolate malted rye that everyone thought was a rye, but it wasn't a rye. It was actually a bourbon. But the rye was chocolate malted. I don't hate it, but I very much dislike the regular Angel's Envy. It just has an off flavor. I do not dig. I don't like it. It's got like a really weird aftertaste. What else? There are some New Riff single barrel picks that I've had that have been so bad. I hate those. New Riff single barrel picks to me are either amazing or they're terrible. You need to know who's picking it. Rarebird 101, who was in the chat earlier, had a New Riff pick. That's probably the best one I've ever had. But then I've gotten picks from other groups, like samples, that have this youthful bitterness, like sour type thing going on that are terrible. And I don't understand why people pick those barrels and think that they're good. Now, it may just be this is the choices you have, and that was the best of the bunch. But if that's the case, that's sad. I typically like these single barrel New Riff ryes over the bourbon. Like, they're more consistent than the bourbons, to me personally. But you really have to know who's picking those New Riffs to get a really good one, because I've had some really, really bad ones that I just have hated. I've had some really weird, like, Texas whiskeys that haven't been my favorite. Like, the ones, though, that are really good, though, are really good. Let's see here. What else? I'm just kind of looking over, see what else that I've had that I have not liked. That's kind of the short list, though, of ones that I haven't liked. Oh, shit. Let me fix my camera. Sorry, guys. Oh, shit. Gotta fix my camera. Hold on 1 second. Oh no! Can you guys hear me though? Let me switch the. Let me do this real quick. All right, this is a much shittier camera, but at least it'll work somewhat. All right, you can hear me. Yeah, it got too hot, so let my camera cool. I didn't pull out the. I should have pulled out the screen, and I did not. So let it cool off a little bit, and then I'll see if it works a little bit later. But I still got you. We're here. All right. Too much Coy Hill over there. All right, so let's go to 3 here. Three is all right. How high is the proof on your camera? Right now, it's probably pretty high proof. It's got a screen on the back of it, and if I don't pull it out, which I forgot to do, it can overheat a little bit. So I think that's just what it's doing. It's trying to cool off a little bit. Can't forget to pull out. You guys are dirty. Get it down and dirty. All right, let's go to number 4 here. I think Really like 4 as well. So 4 and 1 are kind of my leaders here. Let's go to 5. I like 5 a lot too. All right. Can't wait to visit. Can't wait to visit Bourboon next time in Wisconsin, visiting my in-laws. Love what Onyx Glens is doing up there. Would love to try the Bugaboo. There you go, man. Yeah, the Grinch is literally staring at me like you're a fuckhead because your camera went cold. You didn't do the thing. You didn't open the the angle looks way meaner. Yep. All right, so you know what? Let me cool off my camera a little bit here. Just gonna turn it off, let it cool off. I'm thankful I didn't fall on my ass. All right. All right. So my favorite, I think my favorite ones so far, 1, 4, and 5. That means 2 and 3. Do 2 and 3 have enough to kind of hang on here, though? Two. Yeah, I think 2 and 3. I'm sorry. Yeah, 2 and 3. I think we're going to move to the back here. It's down to 1, 4, and 5. These 3 are my top, hands down. It's just a matter of which one I like more. Oh, man. All 3 of these have really great noses, really great finishes, really great just flavor profiles, especially for the price. You're in Ohio, just throw it outside for 5 minutes. So that's actually a good fucking call. Man, that's good. And then this one. Oh. I don't know if I could pick a favorite out of these 3. They're all drinking kind of, I mean, there's nuances that are different, but they're kind of drinking the same. They have great flavor up front. They have great spice. This is a tough call here. Yeah, these 2 are definitely gone. So, you guys want to find out what I eliminated so far first, and then we can do the top 3? Let me know in the chat. Jason looks great in 144p. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. 620 in the chat. Thank you all so much for watching tonight. All 3 of these are just... All right, I'm going to put these aside here. These are easily my top 3. All right, let's find out. These are 4th and 5th, respectively. So I'm going to leave those there. Let's find out what got eliminated first, okay? So I'm going to... my girlfriend said the answers are in the Grinch's book. So this is where she pulled it up and put it, which is kind of cool. So the Grinch had my answers. Don't fuck with me, Grinch. You're all right. Relax. Don't be so angry. All right. What's up? Okay, here we go. Let's go here. So I have the letters here. This is what she wrote out. Okay. So this is in no specific order. Just let me tell you now. I put all the glasses here that were eliminated. It's not last, first, or last to whatever place it is. These are just what I eliminated. These last 5 we'll put in a place order. The ones that are left here, we will will. These are just random. It's just whatever I eliminated. Okay, just want to make that clear because I think I did a blind not that long ago, and everybody like freaked out that I put a certain bottle last, and that wasn't the case. It was just kind of a random blind tasting. So, all right, here we go. First one eliminated is where is it? Old Granddad Bonded. Old Granddad Bonded is the first one out. Still a great pour. Remember, all of these that I tasted tonight, I just want to say that all of them were actually, none of them really underwhelmed. There were a few that the palate went flat, but for the most part, all of these are just solid sippers. For $30 or less, there's some great bourbons still available on the shelf. I just want to kind of, oh yeah, I am looking at the wrong camera. I'm so used to looking at that camera. I got to look at this one. All right, yeah, here we go. Old Granddad. There we go. All right, let's go to the next one here, which I'm eliminating. All right, that was the Old Granddad. All right, let's go to G. G, that camera right there, was Buffalo Trace. Buffalo Trace was G. So I eliminated Buffalo Trace. Again, this was probably the one that came off as really, really sweet. But this is it's a great bourbon. It's a great sweet sipper. But for me, it just didn't stand out against some of these other ones. So Buffalo Trace is out. Next one up here. Oh, no, that's the Woodford glass. I don't want to fucking drink that Play-Doh. Let's go to this one, which is E. E is, oh shit, Evan Williams Bottled and Bond. Evan Williams Bottled and Bond is out. So Evan Williams gets eliminated. That seems to be a favorite of a lot of people, but Evan Williams Bottled and Bond for me doesn't live up to the hype. Honestly, I think it's good. It's a great pour for $17. But when you put it up against some other ones in that category of a budget bourbon, it doesn't always do well, at least for me personally. So, all right. Let's go to the next one, which is, let me move that. Let's see what we got here, guys. This is C. C is, I need my big boy hands for this bottle. Very Old Barton 100. So Very Old Barton 100, which was kind of a sleeper in the mix, I thought would do really well. And apparently it just kind of fell a little bit flat here. Let me try this one again. Yeah, it's good. I just think there's just not enough going on the palate there to warrant. Well, I mean, listen. If you have $17 to spend on a bourbon, you're not going to go wrong with that Very Old Barton. It's easy, it's sweet, it's smooth. There you go. I know I keep looking at the other camera and I can't fucking take it. I know you guys see me looking at that other camera. Oh, shit. Yeah, it's straight up easy drinker. It's solid. All right, we're getting out to the nitty gritty here. So let me cross these out here. Evan Williams, Bottled and Bond didn't make it. Very Old Barton didn't make it. OGD Bottle didn't make it. Buffalo Trace didn't make it. All right, so that leaves some pretty interesting competition here. Let's go to this one, which is I. This is one I'm surprised that did not make the cut. This is 1792 small batch. So 1792 small batch, I actually thought would do a lot better than it did, but it did not make the cut tonight. So 1792 small batch, still great bourbon, especially for the money, but did not make the cut. All right, that one's out. Next up, was that the one I just did? Yeah. All right. So I have two more here. This one is A. A is Shit. Another one that I thought would do maybe better than it did. Evan Williams 1783. This is the monster bottle right here. So this is the monster coming in. I mean, this is the big dog, and this big dog here is $32. The regular bottle, as I mentioned, I think is only about $20. I still think this is a great, great addition and a great sipper for anyone looking to not spend a ton of money on bourbon, but get a really solid pour for $20-something. This is a great bottle. I don't care what place it came in. I love the addition. I love that they upped the proof to 90 on this bottle because it's a really great budget sipper. And it's available everywhere, which is what's great about it. A is shit, says Bourbon. Did Jason get small or did the 750s get bigger? Yeah, that's a big dog right there. I gotta look at this camera. That's a big dog right there. All right, man. Let's see who's left. What is this one? Oh no, that's. Wait, is this the one I eliminated? Oh yeah, that's the Evan Williams 1783. And the last one here. Oh, that's the very old Barton. How many we have left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, did I move too many around here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, let me make sure I got everybody here. Buffalo Trace was eliminated. OGD Bonded was eliminated. Evan Williams Bottled and Bond was eliminated. Very old Barton was eliminated. Wait a second. Oh, okay. So the next one eliminated. All right, got it. That is the 8 and Sand out of, I'm still going to this damn camera. 8 and Sand, the one out of Indiana. So this is an MGP product that got eliminated. So that is the 8 and Sand, which is a blended bourbon. You guys can kind of see that. Let me see if I can fix this camera fucking sucks. So 8 and Sand blended bourbon whiskey at 88 proof. I think the proof probably kind of hurt it, but this is a great, great mixer, easy sipper for anyone looking for someone to get into bourbon. So the 8 and Sand is going home too. So man, that's actually leaving some really stiff competition here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that means the 5 that we have left in the mix: Ezra 99. Cooper's Craft 100, Old Forester 100, making it through to the other side, Wild Turkey 101, of course, and last but not least, Early Times Bottled in freaking Bond. All right, let's do this shit. Here we go. Yeah, let me see if the camera has cooled off here a little bit. Let me go back before we do our finals. All right, I'm just stepping on bottles. I mean, why not? All right, camera, cam link, and we're back. I could look at this fucking camera now and not look like an idiot. All right, here we go. Elijah Craig is not in the mix because Elijah Craig is actually over $30 here in Ohio. Like I said, I just wanted to keep things under like $30 or below. Let's see. No mystery here, says M. Morgan. So we have some really good bourbons here in the mix. Just a matter of now where I'm going to place them. Oh, man. God. That one might be my favorite. That one's up there. And this one's up there. I mean... I feel like I just sobered up going, yeah, the camera that I had on there was like my built-in on the computer. It's a terrible camera. All right. Last, the Old Tub I didn't put in because I don't like Old Tub at all. So I wasn't going to waste my time putting that shit in there. I wanted to open it up for like Very Old Bart and a couple other ones. I personally do not like Old Tub. So that's why it's not in the mix. All right, let's go back here. All right, I need to rank these somehow. Evan Williams single barrel, I thought about putting in, honestly. But I felt like the Bottled and Bond was the one that gets more of the publicity, and I wanted to test it. So that's why I didn't put the single barrel in there. All right, this is definitely better than one. This is definitely better than one. So these two I like better than one already. Let's go to this one here. That's definitely better. Well, that's really good. Let's go to the last one here. Man, these are close. These are really close. Old Tub is delicious. Old Tub is delicious. If you like that peanutty, really like, you know, shelled peanut type thing. I don't mind it at times, but for the most part, it's just too drying for me for Old Tub. I would maybe try a newer batch to see if it's maybe a little bit different. But yeah, for me, Old Tub is just not, you know, it's okay. So what did I say we had left here? Old Forester 100, Wild Turkey 101, Early Times Bottled and Bond, Cooper's Craft 100. I think the dark horse in here, which I didn't expect to go through, was the Ezra 99. I think that's kind of the surprise for me here. So Old Tub in the top 3 worst bottles I ever bought. Old Barstock Bottle gets worse the further down the bottle you go. I blinded Old Tub versus JTS bottle. Old Tub had more going on. Well, I mean, nutty whiskeys are great in cocktails, but for sipping, fruit notes win. I actually agree with that, Halden. Totally. For me personally. Yep. I actually like Old Tub for 20, but it has some waxy flavor. Knob Creek. Yeah. Old Tub isn't bad for 20. I don't know. I just don't like, it's just too peanutty. You know, straight fucking peanut fire. All right. All right. So let me see here. Okay, yeah, that's all set. All right. Let me get back here. Ezra 99 is my pick, he says. All right, one is not coming off as flavorful as these 4. So this one is going into my last place. Let's find out what this one is. So this is number 5 out of the 12, which is still pretty damn good. This one is lettered. Let's see, which one is that? So this is my last place. Well, not last place, but this is actually 5th place out of the 12. So out of the 12 that we tasted tonight, this went number 5. And this is letter D, which is, where is it? Ezra 99. There it is. So guys, Ezra Brooks 99 is a $20-something bourbon. For that amount of money, this is a really, really solid bourbon. I mean, it's got, the thing I like about this one is the chocolate. It's the nuttiness. It's got a really nice vanilla quality. It's very balanced. And I think this Ezra 99 for a sub $30 bourbon is an absolutely great, great release from Lux Row. So if you guys have not seen this one yet and you're looking for a nice budget bourbon, either as a mixer or a sipper, I think Ezra 99 going up against some of these big names did absolutely phenomenal. So congrats to the Ezra 99. Man, 704 in the chat. What is up, everybody? Thanks for watching tonight. Hit the like button. We are getting down to it. Ezra 99 is off the map. That means Cooper's Craft 100, Old Forester 100, Wild Turkey 101, and Early Times Bottled and Bond are in the top fucking 4. Let's do this shit. All right, who's going to take it? So for the top 4, I'm going to factor in both nose and palate here before we call it a night. Any thoughts on the Ezra 7 barrel proof? I like it. I think it's for a barrel proof whiskey for 40-ish bucks. It's great. Is it my favorite barrel proof? No, I would take for 40 something, $45. I'll take Rare Breed any day over it. But I do think Old Ezra 7 for people that like that flavor profile, it's a little bit sweeter. I think there's definitely a place for it. All right. This one's really good. That's really good. These two might be my top 2, but this one is just that's close. Oh, fuck, that's really good too. I think out of these 4, this one might be falling behind slightly. So let's go to the key. Let's go to the key a little bit here. I don't know if I'm ready to make that call yet, though. That has like a chocolatiness to it that I am digging. It might be these 3. This one, I don't know. They're all good. I don't even know what to pick here. I mean, one of these is, I mean, just knowing my turkey, I know turkey is in here, and I feel like I know which one the turkey is. So it's very hard for me not to pick the turkey, but I really have to go by that one's really drinking good. So is this one. So I mean, I don't know. All right. I think I'm ready for my selections for the finals here. I am going to put this glass number 1. This glass is my first place, hands down. I would say hands down, still close. This one's very good. Between this and this for second place, though. Second, third, fourth. This is the way it goes. Here we go. I need some water. I have it, guys. You ready? The creamsicle was the Old Granddad Bottled and Bond. That was the creamsicle one. Got to go with my gut. You're right. I got to go with my gut. All right, here we go. Fourth place out of the 12. Just so you guys know, if you are able to find any of these 4 at your store locally, you're winning. It's these 4 for $30 or under are absolutely fantastic pours. So let's go with this one. Fourth place, we're going to go with, I knew it, had that fucking banana. You know what I'm talking about. Old Forester 100. Old Forester 100 signature Guys, this is a $23 bottle. I mean, it's ridiculous for the price. I mean, you guys can talk all day about chasing allocated stuff. For 20-something dollars, this is so damn good. Wow. I expected this to actually not do that well. I don't know why. I thought the 1792 would sneak in, but this took it down. So I'm really excited about that one. All right. It got much better. Yeah, that's the key with the Old Forester 100. It gets better. Right now, this bottle is at the sweet spot. You're at down the shoulder, almost halfway down. And I think that's why it did so well. When this thing gets to this point, it gets so good. All right, so that leaves Cooper's Craft. Wild Turkey 101, Early Times Bottle and Bond. I mean, could you have called it? Maybe you did. But now let's see which one I picked. Third place is letter K. K is Early Times Bottled and Bond. Early Times Bottled and Bond comes third for me, which means it's down to Wild Turkey 101 and Cooper's Craft. Oh, my two loves. My two loves. Okay. My two loves here. Let's see what we got. This is letter J, and that's F. Oh my God. There it is. Cooper's Craft 100 Barrel Reserve is my favorite bourbon, $30 and under right now today. Wild Turkey 101. Now, the new label, Wild Turkey 101, I have said comes off sweeter. Maybe less of the spice, to me, actually made it, I don't want to say less interesting, but there was something there. The Cooper's Craft, though, for $30, Cooper's Craft 100. And I'm sorry to everyone that's buying Cooper's Craft and loves it, because I'm saying how good this shit is for $30. CC for the win. Wow. It's an upset. To me, it's an upset because I thought Wild Turkey, as usual, would come in, or Early Times would take it. But the Cooper's Craft just had a denser, there was a lot more going on the palate. Dude, chiseling out those barrels does something magic for that whiskey. I agree, Mason. I think it does. I feel like this was a mercy win for CC. I said the same thing. I bought a new label 101, and Mealy said, wait, I don't remember this being this sweet. I thought I was going crazy. Yeah, I think the new label Wild Turkey 101 is definitely on the sweeter side. If I put the older label in there, I would have been curious of what that was. Yeah, the fact that this took down Wild Turkey for me is a little bit crazy. I'm going to have to like take a step back and like kind of think about that. Now you have to drive back to Louisiana and buy a second bottle. Man, I need to find me that Cooper's Craft. I was off by one. I had Early Time second, Wild Turkey 101. Good luck getting Cooper's Craft in most of America. That's the thing. Cooper's Craft isn't available everywhere, unfortunately. But guys, I mean, these top four, Wild Turkey 101 you could pretty much find anywhere. And it was that close. Old Forester 100 you could pretty much find anywhere. The Early Times and the Cooper's Craft are the ones that are $30 and under that aren't super easy to find in all states, but you still got these. So out of the four, I'm really proud of how this came out, because two of these four you could pretty much find anywhere. And it just goes to show you how fucking good these bourbons are for the money. So the other ones that we had tonight, good, but these four, all four of these were easy standouts. If you have any of these four in your collection, or any of the, or all four of these, or just two of these are available near you, you're winning, because these four could take down a bourbon 3, 4, 5 times its price any day of the week. So that's my that's how it goes, man. Cooper's Craft for the win. Holy shit. Recognize This was a good time. Thanks for putting this on. Cooper's Craft is sitting on the shelves everywhere for days in Oregon. Blessed. And I hope it stays that way. Was it the new Wild Turkey or previous bottle? This is the new Wild Turkey. And this is the one that I thought came off a little bit sweeter. Did it still have that turkey goodness? It did. But a little bit less spice to it. Master and Drum, Cooper's is everywhere around me. If you want to, I'll grab a bottle and send it to someone who donated a super chat who can't get it in their state. Thank you so much, Mike. I really appreciate that. Is Brown-Forman the best distillery in America? Jason says yes. I still love my turkey, but these two, well, actually, Sazerac owns Early Times now. This is no longer a Brown-Forman product. Sazerac owns Early Times, and I hope they don't fuck it up. But Old Forester, Cooper's Craft, I mean, come on. This is, you can't, this is greatness right here, guys. For $30 or under, these are absolutely great pours. All right. Yeah. Early Times was sold. The brand was sold to Sazerac last year. So it is what it is. This is not owned by Brown-Forman anymore. And I think that's because Brown-Forman wanted to make some room to do some more contract distilling. And I think that's to kind of get rid of that brand because it is a little bit of a different mash bill than what Old Forester typically uses. So I think it's now in Sazerac's hands. I just hope it still becomes available for everybody because it is such a solid bourbon for the price. That Early Times is really a standout. Absolutely. Oh, you meant it as a sarcastic. Sorry. I'm just going off of what you said. Cooper's Craft costs $33 here. That's still a steal. Let's be honest, though. They own them now, but I'm pretty sure they took their remaining stocks. So it literally tastes the same. Yeah, I agree, Bourbon Wrench. I think even though they own it, they're not going to mess with the barrels that are aging right now. It's going to be the same for a long time. So if you see Early Times, it's $23 here in Ohio. It's an easy grab. Wild Turkey 101 is always available. Obviously an easy grab. Cooper's Craft, depending on where you are, very available. Obviously fucking delicious. And the Old Forester 100 is pretty much available everywhere. Just a great everyday sipper. So Cooper's is 42 in Indiana? What the fuck? Come on. Not in Austin. Might stick to Special Reserve. Dude, Special Reserve Weller, I mean, it's okay, but I'd take any of these four over Weller Special Reserve. But if you like Weeders, I get it. It's a nice, smooth, easy sipper. But if you're looking to do something that has some more texture to it, any of these four, I think, have more texture than Weller Special Reserve, honestly. All of those bottles are available in Oklahoma daily. And that's great. I love that most of these are available for everybody. So any of these four guys, go grab them. If you're tired of chasing after bottles, these four will do just fine. All right. Let's do a couple giveaways before we sign off. We're going to do let's see here. Adriana, let me know how many we have in the chat for giveaways. We'll do 2 giveaways here. We'll do one from Rebecca and one from myself. Adriana, what do you have? Thank you so much for tuning in tonight, guys. This was a really fun live stream, really fun to do these as we now move on to the Whiskeys of the Year category as we close out December and into January. So don't forget these awesome women of whiskeys are live. They're top 5 of 2021. Yeah, you guys can go there right after this. Great show, Jason. Cheers, everyone. Have a great night. Thank you so much, Mr. Jiggs. 214. Are you serious? There was 214 super chats? Holy shit. I'm sorry if I missed any of you. 214 super chats. Thank you so much, guys. You guys are amazing. Let's go with, I'm going to pick 2 numbers. I don't know why I'm picking this number, but let's go with 77. Adriana, 77 will get you the sample of the Black Forest Bugaboo Driftless Glen from the Master Journey Whiskey Club, and also a couple of other fun samples from Rebecca Page. Anyone else getting old bitter taste in the finish of the CC? It's good, but the finish is a little bitter. I think that's that charred or that chiseled oak that you get, Thunder Dan. That's probably what you're tasting. I happen to like the oak flavor in it, but I could see why people would like a sweeter flavor. If you like the sweeter version of this, go with Early Times, honestly. Goes to Toshabake. Dude, Toshabake's on fire. He won one of the giveaways a couple weeks ago. Toshabake, email me. We'll get you connected with Rebecca for the giveaway. Second number I'm going to pick between 217. Let's go with 123. 23 is my football number. I'll go with 123 for the next giveaway. That'll be the one for me. I'll send you a sample of each of these and also the a couple of other goodies. So 123. I'm gonna put in the link again for the caramel dream here from Driftless Donuts. If you guys are interested in trying our rye whiskey. The Cooper's Craft is like the athlete-proof version of the Early Times bottle with sharper shoulder. Could see that. Michael Marcella, congrats on the sample pack from Jason. Congrats, Michael. Appreciate it, guys. If you don't know, email me at themashanddrum@gmail.com. You can find my email address in the description of the video. I want to thank everyone for coming in tonight, hanging out, and watching this really interesting blind tasting. Next week, we're going to be doing the blind tasting of my favorite rise of 2021. We'll see who comes out on top. Thanks for tuning in. If you're interested in joining the Master Journey Whiskey Club, getting access to our barrel picks, the link is also down in the description. Please do. We got a lot of great stuff coming out, including that Old Forester barrel proof coming out next year. So, and more stuff coming, Maker's Mark, private selection. We just have some great stuff coming really soon. So cheers. See you guys next week. And as I always say, it's not about the whiskey, it's the people you share with. I'm going to blend all this shit together and see what happens. Head over to Women of Whiskeys on YouTube for the next show. And I will see you guys very soon right here on the Master Drum. Take care, everybody. Cheers. I'm having some more Cooper's Craft.